Hey, y'all. We are live. Welcome to video 1 of 2 in the evening. This is my review for The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 15, Episode 9. Now, if you are waiting on my Potomac video or you're like, where's the Potomac? It's coming. It's later tonight. It's going to be at 8:30. Okay, this is for the Beverly Hills folks. I was in Vegas and I definitely didn't have time to take notes and recap it. So here we go. I'm back on schedule. Hello, daughter Lele in the chat. Greetings, Chris from Baltimore. Okay. So you know Kay? I'm kidding. Hello, Jeremy D, who has the same name as my little brother. But yeah, let's get into it. I know not many of you give a shit about Beverly Hills, but I do. But, you know, those of you who are here, thank you for watching. And make sure you hit that like button. Mo basically called Dorit a liar, indeed. Okay, Barbados. All right. I love Barbados when I went. Hello. Anyway, all right, so let's get into it. The episode opens and we get a montage of Kyle and Dorit's long-standing feud before the episode starts. Since it looks like, you know, once again, we are going down that long road of theirs. Like, when will this end? It's not going to end until either one of them needs to be off the show. Like, they're frenemies, basically. It's like Gretchen Wiener and Regina George. But yeah, afterwards, we're at Rachel's house talking to her team. She plans on going to the Hamptons, and she has this plan concocted to take Kyle and Dorit with her, not the other ladies, and just hopefully to resolve their issues. Now, I was hoping that all the ladies would go to the Hamptons because I thought that would just be kind of like a fun trip. But I understand that maybe Rachel thought it'll be tougher to have Kyle and Dorit interact with each other, you know, if everybody's there. But she calls Dorit first, and Dorit is down immediately, even if Kyle is coming. And look, I would be excited too. It is a free trip to the Hamptons. I'm pretty sure Dorit, it doesn't seem like she's cutting any costs when it comes to her wardrobe, so she could afford a trip if she wanted to. But yeah, I was gonna say maybe she, you know, is glad for a free trip since she ain't, you know, in a position to get anything. But I'm looking at them Kelly bags that she holding and shit like that. Hey Chris, glad to catch a live. Love your reviews. I appreciate that. But yeah, afterwards she calls Kyle, and there's a little hesitance on her part to say if she's coming or not, but she says she just doesn't want to fight with Dorit, and if it does happen, she'll just leave. I mean, are y'all fine with them splitting the group up like that? I know it had to be awkward because I'm like, why aren't the other women going to the Hamptons? Like, finding a house wouldn't have been a thing. Let's see. A lot of people are just getting into the room. Thank you for joining me. Next scene, we're with Amanda, and we find out she's hosting a dinner party for the women that are not going to the Hamptons. And I'm thinking, yeah, production definitely orchestrated this. Also, of course, Amanda had to find some way of inserting manifest into the theme of the dinner party. A manifestation dinner. The purpose of this dinner is for the ladies to understand Amanda more because they all think she's annoying. Next scene, Dorit is meeting with Mauricio one-on-one, and I was looking forward to this scene. Unfortunately, it was a nothing burger. The goal of this, in Dorit's eyes, were to get some understanding and possibly for Mauricio to vouch for her to PK. Tall order on the latter, if you ask me. Now, there's already a back and forth because Mauricio says that their stories aren't aligned regarding PK seeing the kids. Like, Dorit says he's never asked her once to see the kids. And Mo says that he's seen the text messages between them and even a spreadsheet that he sent to her. So, according to Dorit, it's a one-sided narrative set up by PK, a scheme, if you will, that PK came up to bring the bullshit. But watching this scene, I really felt like Dorit is coming at this the wrong way. Like, you know, go back and tell your friend she tried to speak up. I don't know. I don't get it. Let me see. Oh, like the way she like is handling it is just like go back and tell your friend like what to do. And I just don't think it worked. Yeah, I don't think she bet on Mo calling her out on that. I think she just wanted Mo to listen. Dorit was crazy to think Mo would be on her side. Just like the season A Nothing Burger, they needed a shakeup next season. Kyle needs to step it up as the main peach. See, you not Rich the Fish. You might need to just go to my Potomac recap later tonight. Diamonds, because they can afford it over there. I wish we could have seen the messages. I know production could have set that up with Mo. Exactly. Like, can we get some receipts too? And then y'all saw that Dorit went to get her phone, but she didn't really show anything. Like, she's like, oh, well, he's sending you certain parts without context. Like, it was getting very frustrating. Dorit wants PK to be nice and give her money. Well, I think the issue is that PK is hiding the money. And I guess Dorit didn't do her due diligence to find out where all that money is when, the marriage was good. Because he's definitely hiding assets from her. Let me see. Where was I? Right now, it's just like he said, she said. Like, Dorit then brings up PK's drinking to Mo, and Mo did not like that. Like, he vouches for PK and says, at the end of the day, it sounds like the two of y'all need to talk. Now, when I was talking to my friend, he told me that Dorit was down bad for bringing up the drinking again. Do y'all agree? I don't know. I just feel like Dorit is in a place of like, she does not like PK at this moment, and she wants him to hurt. Maybe it's a bad idea. Y'all let me know. Just see if anybody agrees. Because I'm just like, it's whatever at this point. But yeah, Dorit is highly frustrated. She isn't getting what she wants out of this meeting with Mauricio, and she calls it a waste of time and calls him biased. Like, basically, that whole meetup was pointless. Like, the way they promoted it, I thought we were going to get some tea out of it. If he is really, in fact, an alcoholic, that's a problem. Dorit keep calling PK alcoholic and financially abusive, but then wants him to communicate with her. Where's the insurance money from the robbery? Yes, I feel like she is throwing everything she can out there. Exactly. I think all's fair when it comes to PK just because of what he is. I don't care for his feelings or reputation to be spared. That's kind of how I feel. Like, I feel like no one really knows him like she does. Like, they don't sleep with this man at night. She did. Like, she sees everything. She knows everything. So for people that, are on the outside to tell her what's right in regards to her ex-husband, like, I kind of understand where she's coming from a little bit. It's just like, you're trying to make me look like I'm the crazy one where you're doing all this to me. So I'm trying to give Dorit the benefit of the doubt. Like, it's just hard for me to see PK as this like, oh my God, she just outed him as being an alcoholic. Like, she should, I don't know. Like, I feel like he's definitely withholding money from her because, I mean, Dorit is a housewife in the sense of the word. Like, she depends on PK's finances, and she got her little Bravo check or whatever, which is nice, but PK is the one with the real money. How old is PK, by the way? Is he 60 yet? If he's anything under 60, he looks terrible for his age. They did an excellent job covering for one another. Now the cat's out the bag. Yeah. So then after that, next scene we're with Sutton, who I forgot was on the show at this point, and she's FaceTiming her daughter about how she's rattled from the name change from Strack to Brown. The daughter is just basically okaying her to death, like, okay, mom, okay, yeah, like, she's just on the phone. Like, do we care about this storyline, y'all, about Sutton Brown? Like, I don't care. Like, what do y'all think? Like, what the fans want to know is, why did you fire your assistant? Like, or how are you handling your fallout with Garcelle going forward without her? Like, she was your rock on this franchise. Like, I don't know. It just feels like Sutton lost her thunder and she's just taking up space now. Oh, nobody cares. It's like Wendy will clap if you care. Dorit wants us to unconditionally support her. What if Dorit is lying? What if PK sent over financial documents? What if PK is asking to see the kids? I don't know. I can't trust her. But what makes you able to trust PK, though? Like, out of the two, I don't know. I'm trusting Dorit. No, Sutton is boring. What thunder? I mean, look, she was the only one in season 11 that was asking Erica the hard questions because no one else was. So I thank Sutton for that. And also, if it wasn't for Sutton and Garcelle, we would still have the Fox Force 5. They basically took that, they dismantled the Fox Force 5, and I will give that to Sutton and Garcelle. Anywho, next scene, we see Kyle and Dorit packing for the Hamptons. If I hear the phrase hot girl summer, like, one more time, I'm breaking glass. I really am. Like, I'm glad that Kyle's assistant brought it up to her. Like, during that time, no one says hot girl summer anymore. I mean, we say it in jest or something like that, but it's like the phrase is not as big at all since Meg, stopped saying it. Name them. You do the Lord's work hyping these women. Look, I do what I can. So then, when her assistant tells her like about the hot girl summer thing, Kyle says she knows, but Rachel doesn't, and she's just going along with it. Meanwhile, we're with We're with Rachel, and it's basically like I'm watching the Rachel Zoe project, and I'm getting my life. Like, sorry, like, I love her. I really do. So then, fast forward, the ladies are arriving to the luxury terminal, of course, at LAX, because why be with Gen Pop? Kyle is first to come at 4:30 in the morning. Oh, those early flights. Ugh. Rachel then comes in at 4:45, and last, of course, is Dorit at 5:30. Now, I need context because Kyle said that she was late, but what time was the plane? Because as long as I'm there before the plane take off, I'm fine. Maybe I don't need any snacks or caviar at 4:30 in the morning. So then we cut to Kyle's confessional, and she says it's so awkward. She's having a mini vacay with someone that she's not speaking to. She seems less than excited to be on this trip with Dorit. Dorit says that her and PK had an emergency mediation for who's taking care of the kids while she's in the Hamptons. And I did think it was ironic of her, as someone who is always late, complaining about PK being late, picking up the kids from her. So then meanwhile, next scene is the day of Amanda's dinner party, and she's setting up things. And she is thrilled that she escaped the awkwardness of not inviting Dorit to the event. But, you know, she's in the Hamptons anyways, so she really dodged that accountability. We're back with the other ladies, and they're arriving at the Hamptons. Kyle asked him about Amanda's thing, and Rachel said, you know, she got the invite, she declined. And honestly, I think Rachel can't stand Amanda, and she wouldn't have went even if she was in town. And then Dorit, she said she didn't get an invite at all, but she don't give a fuck. I'm paraphrasing. They arrive at Rachel's friend's house, and of course it's gorgeous. Of course. I've never been to the Hamptons. Now that I'm at my, this big age of 40, I feel like, this is the perfect age to enjoy the Hamptons. But yeah, Rachel points out that, they're all divorced, all the women there. And then Kyle's like, wait, not me, girl. Kyle has to make it known. No, I am not divorced. I am separated. And Kyle is the only one out of the group that didn't file. And that's because she's not going to. She's still in love with Mauricio. And Mauricio will be the one to file, or, they'll get back together. I feel like she's waiting on Mauricio. I love Rachel. I just started watching her show. It's so good. So good. Like, she's that girl. She really is. Rachel fits in seamlessly. Like, her scenes remind me why I watch Beverly Hills. Just the class act. I want to hang with her as well. She's doing a great job. Neither one of them want to deal with them kids. You're talking about PK and Dorit. Yeah, Kyle can't let it go. You need to get if he don't wanna love you the right way. He ain't gonna. Is that ways as it went? Whatever she says. Where you wanna be, yeah. She won't let it go. Back in Beverly Hills, Bose and Erica are riding together to Amanda's. We get a tiny update on Erica's man, and then they're talking about how skeptical they are of Amanda's business of manifestation. They're very skeptical of it. The ladies start to arrive, and new girl Natalie, friend of, like, she's still showing up to the events. This is the first event she came without Rachel. So she's definitely there. I think she's going on the cash trip too. I hope we get to know more about her, or she gets her own confessional. So then everyone is arriving. They immediately see Amanda's money queen doormat, and they're judging her. Bose basically calls her new money, nouveau rich. And I think that's fair, because I feel like Amanda does a lot of things like people who just got into some money, like a Toya. Who are you talking about? Natalie? Natalie is the friend of, that's Rachel's friend. Let me see. Looked good this time as well. Friend of, yes. So yeah, side note, just wanted to point out in this scene, if y'all didn't notice, that Bose was the only person that didn't come to Amanda's house empty-handed. Shout out to Brooke Ashley, who's probably on her own channel right now, live, doing Potomac. Go and follow her. But I just didn't realize that, yeah, it's a nice gesture to come to somebody's house with something, and not come in empty-handed. Like it's good etiquette. So now I definitely do that in real life, and I judge others. Sure did bring a bottle. Exactly. Like even if it's like a prosecco, some flowers, something. But yeah, let me see. Where am I? Okay, so they're at the table, and it's interesting that some of the ladies didn't even know that Rachel, Dorit, and Kyle went to the Hamptons. Erica especially. She was like, wait a minute, why wasn't I invited? Because she knows Rachel likes her, and Kyle and her are besties. So it makes sense. But I'm really surprised they didn't even let her know. But yeah, Erica's in her confessional, like they're in the Hamptons while I'm over here with this bullshit, this manifestation shit. Oh, Kathy and Sutton brought something. I'll bring weed. You know what? I'll bring some weed too, enough for everybody to, to puff pass. I didn't really notice them bring something. Well, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Speaking of the Hamptons, we're back there with the girls. They're out to dinner. It is fabulous. Like I think we could have just like stayed in the Hamptons. We didn't have to go back and forth. And look who just so happens to be there. Donna Karen, the Donna Karen, DKNY, like who just comes over to speak casually. Like we are in Rachel's world right now in the Hamptons. Like she says Donna Karen is like a mom figure to her, like family. And then she's talking about, with Michael Kors, oh, he was so nice to me. Marc Jacobs, like she's that girl. Meanwhile, back at Amanda's party, it's like an ad for her manifestation business, and she's handing out gift bags to the ladies. Honestly, yeah, I want to look at what's going on in the Hamptons. Like, we didn't need this whole other scene. They could have saved the manifestation dinner for a flashback. So I'm also wondering, who was this shade by Amanda was directed at about not waiting for a man to make you rich? Because it seems like the process of elimination, it only applies to Erica, because everyone with the exception of Erica is richer than Amanda. Like Bose that's her own money. Sutton, Natalie, and Kathy Hilton, I mean, their exes basically bankroll their entire life going forward. So they don't really have to look for anything. It was just a blanket statement. I didn't see it that way. I thought it was to Erica. But yeah, like it's really obvious the ladies are not interested in this activity, but they're playing along. Amanda and this Barbie story, like I had to pause the episode because my eyes rolled right out the sockets. So I had to get them off the floor and pop them back in. I was like, is this bitch for real? Thankfully, Bose brings the conversation back to Amanda not inviting Dorit to this. And Sutton says, girl, all you had to do was just cop to talking about Dorit's marriage and move on. And I'm glad Sutton is actually, speaking up now, at least. So I don't know. Like Sutton was like, you're a big girl. You're not a spring chicken. She tells this to Amanda in front of everybody. And Kathy was so confused. But excuse me, for context, she was basically just echoing the conversation that she had with Dorit in an earlier episode, because Sutton was implying at first that maybe Amanda's youth was a reason for Amanda's difficulty in communicating with Dorit. But then when Dorit reminded her, she's 40. She's not like young at all. She's just old compared to like some of the other ladies, like because the median age in the group is 55, but she's still 40 years old. She should know how to communicate. So now Amanda does have a point in her confessional that I agree with. Like, Sutton, you started all this shit and you telling her how she should be able to resolve it? I didn't get that. Who wants to journal at dinner? Exactly. If I heard that half the people went to the Hamptons, I would be kind of crunchy about that. Really? You think she wants someone with EJ? Just wait till the rest of the season. Let's see. Sutton's meds let her speak that day? Damn. Yes, I only wanted to see Rachel in the Hamptons. Amanda's party was a bore. Exactly. Oh, thank you. We almost have 100 people in the live. Only time I've agreed with Amanda. That mama therapy must be working because Sutton surely let Garcelle do all the talking for her. But Amanda's a big girl. Let's see. So we're back in the Hamptons, and Dorit is on the topic of PK and mediation. Colin asks, "Oh, well, how did your talk with Mauricio go?" And Dorit says Mauricio came in as a loyal soldier to PK. We then cut to Kyle's confessional, and we see that she has already talked to Mauricio before this event. And we see it happen in a flashback, and Mauricio is saying Dorit had her point of view, and it wasn't changing regardless of what he told her, PK told him. Kyle says that it's just basically best for her to not say anything. And she's right. She's right. Like, if she would have said, well, Mauricio told me, that would have been a whole thing. I'm glad Kyle had some restraint on that. But she also adds in that Dorit only wants yes people around her. And I was wondering, is that fair, y'all? Because just because you're in a good place with Mauricio, I doubt that if the tables were turned, like, you would want Dorit to tell you, oh, Mo isn't like that. Like, from what I see, like, no, you wouldn't like that at all. So I don't know. Like, I feel like Kyle just, I don't know where her empathy is for Dorit. I think that she's just more concerned that Mauricio is friends with PK. And long as she speaks highly of PK, she won't piss Mauricio off. You think Bose is her yes woman? I don't think so. I think she holds Dorit accountable. She just wants support from her friends, acknowledging that she's going through a hard time. Okay, so so then Rachel brings up how men seem to have, these midlife crises, and they expect their wives to just, pander to that. And Kyle, she can't relate at all, but Dorit can. And the fire, the sheer fury that Rachel has for her ex-husband, it is hilarious. She hates this man. And I think it's most likely because she's going to have to come out of pocket for this guy, because remember, she says that she does not have a prenup. She's been with this man for 25 years. He worked with her as her manager. So he's definitely getting a cut to the Rachel Zoe empire. And she's going to have to see him online spending it on some floozy. Her money that she worked for, that she built her brand from, like, she has to give maybe half of that away. So yeah, like, I would be calling him everything but a child of God. Yeah, so I get why she's more aligned with Dorit, and Dorit saying whatever she wants to say. I love Dorit. I mean, I'm sorry, I love Rachel. Thank you, Ristafist, for the super chat. That speech was a word. Rachel is so much fun. Yeah, like she's acting like really the cameras aren't there. Like this is exactly what you get with Rachel Zoe. And I think people gravitate to authenticity. Like if I'm fake on TV, people are going to know that. They're going to know that. If I'm trying to play up a character, people would be like, "You're being fake right now. That's not real." Like that's why I think we gravitate so much towards Rachel Zoe, and it feels like she's been a part of this season so long because she's really just living her life. Roger wasn't her manager. He was her business partner, and they built Rachel's business together. Same difference, business manager. Like, I feel like he was an integral part of her business, and he's going to get half. Her husband just drove and took calls. That's what it felt like. Like, she was the main draw. Like that was her brand. He came in to help her. I would say business manager. I wouldn't say like business partner. I don't know. I guess partner because they were married, but it's his role that I saw on the show. His role was giving manager to me. Let's see. I am so surprised by Rachel and Dorit's friendship. I'm actually not. But it makes sense. They're both fashion girls. Yes, Rachel did all the footwork. Just thinking about how much money Rachel may have to give her ex would have made me sick. I mean, what Kelly Clarkson had to give her, her now deceased husband. And then also Mary J. Blige having to give to her ex. Oh, let's see. He was not a full partner. Rachel was the sauce. He was a condiment. Let me see. So, meanwhile, back at Amanda's, Bose and especially Sutton are trying to browbeat Amanda into just owning that she had an opinion about Dorit's marriage. Sutton goes even further and says Amanda is the reason that Kyle and Dorit are going at it once again. And I just thought, that's not fair to her. Because Kyle is the one responsible for going to Amanda talking about Dorit's divorce to her. Now, Amanda still had an opinion, but Kyle, she still was at fault here. Like she reignited that beef with Dorit, in my opinion. Yeah, Amanda's annoying as fuck, but I'm not going to put that all on her. So then Amanda starts to shut down a bit at the table since no one is agreeing with her, but she still doesn't feel like she's in the wrong. And then Sutton jokingly says, "You can't be such a wimp." And then Amanda tells her, "Please don't call me a wimp in my home." We cut to Erica's confessional, and she says, if she can't handle being called a wimp, then she's in the wrong group. Followed by a montage from production of the ladies calling each other bitches and see you next Tuesday. A wimp? A wimp. That's what really made her, please don't call me a wimp in my home. You would have thought she called her a hoe or something. But yeah, the credits are rolling, and it looks like Amanda ended this dinner with the ladies understanding her even less than before, and that is where the episode ends. Followed by the mid-season trailer, which was cute. But look, y'all, Beverly Hills, with all its flaws, it's still one of my favorite franchises. I'm sorry. And also, two things I don't want to hear anymore on this franchise: manifest or any iteration of the word, as well as hot girl summer. I don't want to hear those phrases anymore. And then also, another point, Mauricio is still like the friend of the show. Like there's now 4 friends of the show. There's Kathy, there's Jennifer Tilly, Natalie, and Mauricio. We got 4 friends of. It's unprecedented. Anyway, for this episode, I gave it like 7 out of 10. It wasn't boring, and like Rachel, like when Jennifer Tilly isn't on camera, Rachel Zoe picks it up, and then vice versa. Like they really are like the MVPs to me this season. Let me see what y'all thought about the episode. If we're gonna do that, then Sutton, you're responsible for Colin Dorit because you started it with Amanda. Exactly. Like you started this whole thing with Amanda and Dorit, but just because you were trying to be messy or something or get into the mean girl's good graces, and then basically a chain reaction. Amanda wants everybody to take accountability, but when it's her turn, she doesn't Teddy 2.0. Whatever that means. Candy has so many vultures lurking over her fortune. Todd, Joyce, the aunties, and those multiple criminal cousins she have. Not criminal cousins. You on timeout. Candy is a study in what you don't do with family and money. Well, she still got her fortune. Like she not MC Hammer with it. Let's see. Amanda said it in a wimpy voice, which made it funnier. I'm more shocked that Sutton is calling someone a wimp. Right? Right. Never apologize. They go on multiple trips each season. Let's see. Hot Girl Summer makes these crones look even older. Yeah, I feel like Hot Girl Summer was like, what, 2021? Mauricio has made an appearance on every franchise. He has. Potomac, the Valley Persian style, and then Beverly Hills. Damn, he really got Bravo in his back pocket, huh? Let me see. Damn, my battery dying. If you can't stand up to Sutton, you're doomed. Exactly. Oh, I saw this. This was on Threads. He was saying, "Give me your Housewives takes or something like that." And he read each one and was giving his opinion. And somebody they said Housewives should do 5 years max and then rotate. Never thought of that. Never thought of that. I mean, I don't know. It shouldn't apply for everybody though, because some people are just that interesting. Let's see. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Miss Treese. Do you think Bravo is setting up Rachel to replace Kyle as the new face of the show? I do. That's a good point. I don't think so. But Rachel, I would say, like, she's really connected to Hollywood. Like, I feel like she's more connected to the A-list than I would say Garcelle was, I think. Well, you know what? They're both at that level. Like, I don't think anyone else has the connections that Rachel Zoe has. Like, a direct line to, I'm pretty sure Donatella Versace or something. She has her number in her phone. Anna Wintour is in her phone. I'm pretty sure. Kyle needs to each come out or step out. Kyle is like Giselle for Beverly Hills. I can actually see that. I don't think we can find interesting people like that every 5 years. Exactly. But well, y'all, that's my recap for Beverly Hills. Since we have 100 of you in the chat, some announcements. I will be back on here at 8:30 sharp for Potomac. I'm just gonna, look over my notes, fix myself a drink, and yeah, get a little more spiffier, because that's the video where everybody watches. So I gotta, change a little bit. But yeah, I hope to see y'all for Potomac at 8:30. 8:30. Make sure you like the video as well. Oh, y'all gonna want to sit back and relax because I have a lot to say, especially the beginning. Especially the beginning. Wendy lovers, I'm just letting you know this is for entertainment purposes only. Don't take it to heart. But yeah, I will see y'all for Potomac. So with that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in a bit. Bye, y'all.